Okay, this is going to be another trade management video. I got in at 74.50, 74.50, okay, based on the the combination of the resistance of 77 itself plus this gold line here, which is the 1 minute 20. And I'm hoping for a push down to about 26 is what I'm hoping for. Don't know if I'll get there because things are real choppy right now. There's not a lot of Momo in the market, and my stop is set at 75 in case it wants to come out and stop me out, which looks like maybe it's going to try to do.
Order filled.
Yep, just did. Okay. So, yeah, just not getting anywhere with these trades today. You can see the chop and the back and forth. It makes it really hard to make money when that's happening. But I did take a chance here and sold right around 76. And right there would be, actually, that's a really good place to sell again. Right there. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's really got to roll over quickly right now, and it's just not showing me that it wants to. So the other thing I was thinking was the first touch of this signal cloud here, which would be around 85.75 to about 87.75 in that zone. If that could give me kind of like a nice little double top end pattern around that thing, it hasn't really touched that since it left on the original pullback. So I'm going to take a look at this one also right here as a possibility. I'd like to see a nice little pattern form up here, roll over on the stochastics maybe. It's looking pretty strong right there though. I don't know. It may be ready to roll over right here though. It might just want to roll. I got 10 micros on it loaded up, 2 sets of 5. If it wants to roll, it may actually be a good entry right here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here if it wants to go. I'd love to see a little touch on that MACD. Love to see a little touch on that MACD. Show me some weakness there, just like that.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get... Ooh, that's not good. I don't like that spike up like that. Where's my stop? I guess my stop's going to be a little higher up. But come on, pull back down. Let's go. I know you want to sell off this level. This is a good level to sell. You just need to give me a little bit more push to the downside here. I've got my MACD cross. Okay, now I'm kind of trying to hit down towards my first break even, target off. Come on, let's get down there. One more little push down. One more little push down for you. Come on, you got it. Come on, almost.
Order filled.
There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm moving my stop to above my entry, so it's going to be a break-even trade. Now I'm getting a nice little push down. Nice little push down here. Nice little push down. Okay, and if I can break through the 77, that would be great. I'm moving my stop on the other load to break even right now. It's been really choppy, and I would not be at all surprised if it comes back up. So I don't want to lose anything on this one. Gosh darn it, here it comes back up again. Yeah, that 77 is just super strong. It's holding the trade up. It needs to burst through that thing really hard right about now. Got a lot of support right there though. It's a tough time. It's a choppy market, really choppy. And if I can just bust through that 77, then we can actually go down to 20. I think we can go 50 points down. But it's got to break through that 77 first. And that's not going to be an easy thing to do because you got a lot of support right there. I have my stop moved to entry. There's no breathing room at all with this stop. I'm going to move it back up again just a tad bit. Okay, now we're trying. Okay, all right. We're trying to bust through that 77 now. We had a penetration. We had a wick down under it. It didn't stay under it. But that's a good sign. It's trying to break it up a little bit. See if we can get down there a little bit further. We can just another, like, everybody push right now. There you go. Push down. There you go. Push. Push, baby, push. Okay. Okay, the next resistance will be this, all of this right here at 69. But it seems like it's working. I'm moving my stop down a little bit now. I'm moving it down to just above 77, I guess. About 79. 79 right now. Okay, I think that's a good place to hide my my stop. And I'm having a nice push down here. This is actually working out really well. Pushing down. I'd love to get down to 26. 50 will be formidable, very formidable. Matter of fact, I don't think it'll make it down to 26. I think it's probably going to make it down to about 42 at best. But I am moving quickly now, and again, this was based on a double top off this signal. The first touch of this signal cloud, I call it signal cloud. It's 5 minute, 8 and 9 EMA. Now we're getting a little bit of a bounce, which you would expect after that huge push down. My stop is going to be a little bit below. I'm going to place, I don't want to give too much back. I think I'm going to move my stop to 73.50. 73.50 is where I want to be right now. And we'll see if it wants to continue down. I could probably manage. I'm going to keep watching. Top Step does have trading view on chart trading. This is great. But it's just not as detailed as mine. And so I would move that into the screen that you can see. I might even be able to move this over like this. Expand it a little bit. I don't think I can. It's not going to let me go to that other screen. Okay. Anyway, we're moving down. I'm going to move my stop into the 68.50 range to protect more profit. 68.50 is where the stop is now, and it's still moving down very nicely indeed. Maybe 64.75 would be a next movement down. 65. Yeah, I'll move it to 65 right now because I just want to trail this, not give much back. This is a great trade, guys. This is really, I love selling. Selling is my favorite. Right now I'm looking to the left here, and I'm trying to get a sense of where it might go. I like I said, I had my target set where? My target set at about 20. My target set at 35 right now. So I'm getting kind of close to it. Right now I'm at 49. And I'd say a 55 stop would be reasonable right now. A 55 stop. I've been moving pretty quickly. I don't have to give back a lot. If I don't, I don't really need to do that. But right now we cleared 50 and we're headed down towards my target of 35. My real target would have been 26, but I think there's going to be too much support above 26. I'm looking back over here and I'm seeing support at 35. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing support at 37. I think if I can get to 40, I think that'd be a really good trade. So I'm going to move my stop up to 40 right now. Up to 40. Limit order here at 40. See if we can get it to tag 40 because I think it's going to bounce very soon. Around 35-ish.
Order filled.
Okay, I just got 40. That is a very successful trade right there for me. And I do believe that it's due for a bounce simply because of this support that I see on the left over here. All this stuff around 50, around 38, etc. Now it could go to 26. It could easily go to 26, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy with what I got because I feel like I'm in an area of support. And if I actually got 40. 40 was right here, and look what it's doing, guys. Take a look what it's doing, guys. It's trying to bounce right there, right? So I think I nailed that bottom pretty darn good down here at 40. This is where it got out, 40. And look where it's bouncing. And that was a limit order. That was not based on what I saw starting to happen. Okay, it's coming back down again. So what? Right? I'm not that smart. But anyway, no 40. I got 40 out of it, and that was a trade in my express funded account. I'll just show you real quick. I think this should work here. I should be able to see this. I just made $467 on that darn thing. Oh, I have a buy order. What is this? Get rid of that darn thing. What is that? anyway, I think I'm clear. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I did that. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, look where it bounced, guys. It did put a double bottom off 40. Now it's up around 50, and I think I did good on that one. So let's look at the situation here. Um, I think that's the wrong. Is that the wrong one? Let's see here. Which one did I just do that in? Here it is. Oh, it's one of my combines. Okay, I thought it was my funded, but it was a combine. Okay, so it was a combine account that I actually have already made about $5,000 in. Um, let's see here. Yeah, I had a good first day on that one, and then today I just did 467 in that. Okay, so what that was 447 and 25. That was the trade. Again, I want you to know exactly what I was thinking, okay, when I took that trade, because that's super important to know, okay? What I saw here was this huge push down. This is a 1 hour chart. This is a 15-minute chart, okay? Big push down, okay? Now, like I told you in my tools of the trade video, I have tools of the trade that are EMAs and signal clouds. I mean EMA clouds, EMA lines, and EMA clouds. I can't talk. I get excited when I trade. I'm sorry. All right. So EMA lines and EMA cloud. EMA line number one, this blue line, is the 1 minute 8.5. This is a 1 minute 20. These two lines here, which I've created a cloud out of, are a 5 minute 8 and a 5 minute 9. And this is a 15-minute 8 and a 15-minute 9. Okay, so the reason I wanted that trade, the reason I got into that trade, was that I had noticed that ever since this first big push down here, okay, we had not tapped in to this first. This was the 5 minute. I call it the signal cloud. It's the 5 minute 8.5 9. So we crossed it here at the very beginning of this push down, and here it is, and we've never retraced back up to it this entire time we've been selling off, right? Until here. And I like the first touch. Um, so I grabbed the trade here at this pullback. I said before it got up there, I'd love to see an M pattern, but I didn't wait for it. I was undisciplined. I admit it. I will admit to you that I was undisciplined, that I should have waited for the MACD cross. I should have waited for the double top, okay? I didn't. I got in down here. Next time, wait for it. I didn't want to miss it. Everybody feels FOMO. I feel FOMO, okay? I didn't want to miss it, so I didn't wait for the double top, and I didn't wait for the MACD cross. That's my bad, okay? Especially with a 5 second chart, which is what I was using, you really need to do that. You can get so burned by not doing that. And I got lucky. Really, to be honest with you, that was a shitty entry because I didn't wait for the MACD cross or the double top. Really, the MACD cross is the main thing. You don't necessarily have to have a double top, but that MACD cross is critical. Okay, I think I waited for a MACD touch, but not the cross and not the double top. So a better entry would have been that. Um, it pays to be critical because these are the kinds of little details that actually make all the difference. But once we actually got going, we did encounter resistance. Of course, it's 77. I talk about 77 all the time. Okay, and these two levels, they were now acting as support instead of resistance. But there were enough sellers in the market to overcome all that resistance, punch through, okay, and then back test and then continue down. And then what we had was nice strong selling, which I love, and you'll see a move like this, how smooth and straight this is. You'll see this a lot more on the downside than you will on the upside, and that's why I love shorting so much more. Okay, and then I'm keeping my eyes peeled on the left side of my chart. Okay, and I'm saying, where's the support on the left side? I'm looking not only here, but I'm also looking over here. And if I were to look at both of these levels together, I would see, okay, that, hold on, let me move this up just a little bit because I can't really do this. Well, I don't know if I can get at these lines right now. I don't think I can. Darn it. Okay, so anyway, I'm looking here at this pivot, on this 15-minute pivot right here at 41, and I'm looking at this pivot right here at about 37 through 38. I'm thinking that's two pivots in the same spot. Price cannot go through that. It just can't do it. So I said 40 is my target. I set a target for 40, and it hit the target here at 40, right here. Bounced up, bounced back, bounced again, punched through it, okay, came down almost to 26, and then used 40 again kind of as a baseline here for the move back up. Right now it's reacting to what? The 1 minute 20. Again, that's one of the tools of the trade. I wouldn't be selling that for sure because I just got this big push down and I'm not feeling like there's much left there above 40 at all. I think buyers are now in this zone. We've got inverse head and shoulders, to so to speak, in this zone. So I just don't think there's anything left, any juice left in this trade. But I think what we did do with this trade, we did take that trade down for quite a few points. And again, we made about $500, close to it, off originally just trading a few micros, just 10 micros, right? I mean, that's not a lot of risk at all. Not at all. In my book, that's not a whole bunch of risk. It was a 400, about four, almost 475. Okay, not a bad trade, guys. And I hope you saw my thought process with all that. And I hope if you have any questions, let me know what they are. This is the type of trading I'm doing right now. These are the types of trades I'm taking. I'm using the tools of the trade that I've laid out in the last video to enter and manage these trades. And then I'm looking at, like I said, when you look at the left side of your chart, your slower time frame, your 15-minute time frame, okay, that's where you can set your targets. You can see where it's been pivoting, right? Here and here, and between these two pivots, that's how we came up with the 240 for the target, okay? So hopefully that was helpful. You saw me get into a trade, manage a trade, and exit a trade, all live video, okay? Thanks a lot.